All right, here we go again. Uh, gonna work on this knight that I got here. I got the legs already done. They don't show in this picture, but here he is so far. Hopefully you can hear this. Check and see if everything's working all right. Just checking everything out, make sure everything is all good. Looks like it is so far. I'm gonna start up some music, my own music, just so YouTube and Twitch knows. It's either my music I made or music I put loops together from stuff I bought. Right. Sounds like it's coming through. All right. Can you still hear me? All right. We're just gonna turn this down in here a little bit. All right. Okay. Here we go. Now we're gonna work on this. All right. YouTube, Facebook, whoever's watching, thank you for watching us. My night guy's coming along here. He's got some armors on his legs. Bummer. All right. Turn that volume down there. Put some headphones on. All right, I'm trying to get a couple hours in here. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Whatever happens, what happens. Everything seems to be working on everything. All right. Still learning all this stuff. Okay, let me see one more thing here. Not to have the music too loud. Don't want it to be too annoying for anybody. Don't like it. All right. My own page. Here we go. All right. Looks like it's going. Everything looks like it's going good. Everything's on Facebook for 3 minutes. 4 minutes into it. Okay. Now, get off here. Go back. All right. Starting all over. Here we go. All right. Thank you for stopping by minddrops. I'm working on my night dragon piece here. And I got my dude's legs done. He's coming along pretty good. Adding some more detail to him. Today I'm going to try to finish up his body, or some of his body. But I also made a sword and a dagger that I want to add to his ensemble here. It's the sword and the dagger. But I think I'm going to redo them so they're a little more sturdy. But I still want to have them here so I can look at them. Because I kind of want to use them still if I don't make better ones. Put them off to the side. But I have to work my guy's body up farther in this region so I can add the swords and stuff to the sides so they aren't in the way. Otherwise, like, if I put this sword on here, when I put it like this, when I start adding the other stuff to it, it's going to be hard to get in there to get to it. So I'll try to leave that for a little bit later. Same with the dagger. I want the dagger to be back here, back side of him, like right here. But that also, I can't do any sculpting in there if I do that right away. So I'm going to lay these guys aside. I do have a pendant for the center I made already. It's gonna go on a belt buckle. He's also gonna have a braided belt. I've tried to make it a couple times. I made it once, and then I decided I need to film it. Didn't have it filmed. I have the leg work done. I filmed it, but I didn't stream it, so I'm gonna add it to all of my videos in the end. My edited video. I just haven't had time to get on here and do this whole get it to work thing. Just want to do my sculpting. Takes so long to get stuff done. He's already got a lot of work done into him already, so I should just keep it going, you know. All right, back to the music. Okay. It's kind of stretching out, so I know shape's not perfect, but it's close. That's how I want it. Been trying to refine it more and more here and there as I go. Get the shoulders right. All right. So it is like dragon scale, so he's got to have probably some space between him because he's stretching to pull the axe up over his head. And I did find some things that can give me some texture. This one is like a oblong way. It's a smaller. Looks like chainmail. Some screen. And a longer screen. And I think I have another one of these things somewhere, but I can't find it. It's the square one. Shows the original shape of these, but it's just a square piece. But I think we're gonna use this one underneath the top part, because like I would assume he's got something guarding him. Oh, I did this last time. I know that I'll probably see it on the sides the most, not so much in the front. Trying to get it on there the best I can, and then I used these ball tools. Just start rubbing it on it. At least just for this part. Try to keep it there. And then I used a littler one. Do along the edge down here. Want to make sure that it's still kind of uniform. This screen is actually for like making wings and stuff. Or I think wings and maybe even dolls. Let's see, it's got a little bit of a cool texture on it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. I guess you can see a little bit. Got the look I want. Doesn't gotta be perfect. It's gonna be covered up most of it. Don't know how much of the back I'm gonna see. I want to do the kind of layered scale armor type thing on his back too. But let's see here. Well, yeah. A couple spots didn't get it in there on the sides. It's kind of one of the spots I really want it to be. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Yeah, it worked. I like how it like kind of stretches and gets tighter and smaller in spots, so that kind of looks like it has movement. You can crunch this up a little bit and put it in there. I know a lot of it's going to get covered up, but let's zoom this back out now. All right, there we go. Anything you can use to help you out, this sure helps. Wouldn't want to try to sculpt all the little cracks and grooves I got in there from that. But at least I got something underneath it, so that when you look at it from perspective that the guy there, you'll see the imperfections in it, but it'll make it look like it should be something there, kind of abstract. Go. Maybe make it a little bit more busy. I guess I probably don't need to use that tool so much. Probably see my fingers. Some all right, so yep, this is what it's getting to. Alright, back to the guy. Okay, quit looking at the other stupid stuff. Alright, so we got his armor under there. Kind of on it. Wish it was a little tighter down there in the front, because that might be showing more of a chance. So I think I'm just gonna try to maybe do a little bit more down here with this. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Alright. So he's got square chainmail on his legs and loop chainmail up on his arms. I think it's just going to go up over his arms and his shoulders, not up totally up his arms. Alright, so that's how he's going to have it. He's going to have it just up to his armpits. Alright, okay. So he's stretching out some, and it has to be kind of pitted like the rest is, because he's got dragon scales going for him there. I haven't figured if I want it to be like. Here's what we're gonna do. This all the way up there to the highest level. Get some pieces so we can have something to work with here. Just flatten all this stuff up. Alright, so we got this down here. Gotta quit saying alright. But we got flattened piece. Get my X-Acto knife. Gotta be kind of uniformed. Thought maybe. Okay, cut that piece out. Something kind of like that. This is the first trial. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut this piece off. Cut it off here. Cut it off here. Off here. I'm gonna get this piece off here. Get it all out of the way. So I want to have the same basic pieces. Match it. Similar on the other side. So this one over, put it right here. This one over right here. Take this one, flip it up over. I don't really need it in an exact spot, but close. And this one was like this, so it's gonna go right here. Just like that, I guess. Okay. So I can make them both match right now. So however I trim it down, it really doesn't matter, as long as they both match. And you don't gotta be perfect because they are like scale or dragon skin, or I think dragon skin might be what they're made out of and not scales, because it looks kind of skinny. Alright, here we go. Got that part peeling it up. Just like a vinyl print. Alright, so these are over here. Got that out of the way. Something's got to be holding it on him. Also, I like how it's turning out so far. I think we're just gonna run with it. Go with the first idea that comes up. Usually that's the best one, especially when it comes to how it's already in my head, kinda. Okay, so he would have straps that are underneath it, some kind. Get some of this clay. Number 2, I'm putting it on. Get a really thin piece. Really thin. Okay. Run it through twice. Alright. So we got a piece here. Now I just want to make sure it goes underneath it. Like it's leather straps of some kind that are holding up this guy's armor. Don't gotta be perfect, because when you're wearing something, it doesn't really match up perfect anyways. It's gonna be kind of like suspenders underneath. Okay, so to make it feel like any of this is meant to be real, so fake. Now that I could take what I adored. Something like that. Go down here. Better tool.
First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me. Blow.
So it's got that on there, like that. So it looks on the back. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so this one here, do the same thing. The other side, but stick.
I am a slave.
Actually, this one here is a little thinner. Get it to go like this.
First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me. Blow. I am a slave. I am a slave. I am a slave.
It's back.
I am a slave.
Doesn't match, right? We're gonna go like this. It's the piece in the front is gonna be. I know this detail doesn't matter, but it kind of does to me. I still don't know if I want. We're just gonna start constructing this plate up the way I have it. I might not use it the exact way it is. I might need to do some modifying to it. This is just a basic layer, so there's gonna be other stuff added. Maybe it needs a strap. The armor was passed down from generation to generation, family member to family member. He is a dragon slayer. Of no name. Dragon slayer of no name. So we're gonna connect. Can't be bending the armor. Gotta be like pushing up against it. I think that'll work. I like that look. Kind of like plating. Still got a couple pieces here. Stick with this one. It's just like the basic layer. I'm gonna add it up still, a couple spots, but first I'd like to add some stuff to it, make it look a little bit better. Not a little better. I don't know if it'll actually make it look better, but I want to add some layer to it because there's not enough here to do anything. want the armor to kind of look like it is heavier on the bottom half of it. Like so. Like the ridges here and here, heavier, heavier, there. Let's see what I can do here. See if I can start it out. Because I want it to have like a rugged look to the edge, but not so much that it looks like I made it look like that. I want it to be more like how the legs are and the arms, or the legs and this part. But yeah, I put that on there, and then we're just gonna cut some pieces up so I have them. This part is more like a feel and not really a plan. This piece could go right here. Okay, that's another piece done. Do it on the sides here. So I'm just gonna take this one. Now it doesn't look like much right now, but once I get these pieces on here, then I can start like pushing them down, getting a little texture from them. That there. This one. There. So we got that part started. Now we're gonna start flattening it out. Oh, doesn't look like much now, but open. The more edges I just push together like that. It'll start to have a more of a shadow edge to it. That's what I'm hoping. I know it's kind of dumb to put it on there to make it look bad, but it's not really making it look bad if you once it's done. Hit it too like I did the other stuff, but I almost want to like curl over some of the edges, make it look more rounded. I almost think that that little tiny bit I put on there wasn't enough. I mean, I guess it does kind of let you give something texture to it. I can do stuff like this then, and then move it around. Thinking about putting like, maybe I should connect these two here too. Or that'd be one piece. Let's see here, we got like, it looks like this. Yeah, just take this filler in there, even it out. It'll fill in. You won't even notice it. See it. I almost wish I wanted to put that strap around that part. Let's See that chainmail? I think I might even do this here. Close. Drape this over that. All right, so I don't even know if that looks right or not, but find out once I start getting a little farther. I might make this all one piece here. Still might just connect all that. Yeah, I don't know yet. One that wasn't glued on. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like just recording it, because I don't really have a whole lot to say sometimes. I can just sit here and just stare off into space while I'm doing this, and I don't really know what I'm thinking about. Like, I don't know too many people that are constantly talking when they're thinking, or just about what they're thinking about. And yeah, it's be nice to share, but there's not really a whole lot there to share. Especially this day and age, you share too much, people start thinking you're crazy, or they judge you for one word or two words instead of just going, oh, okay, I don't agree with this, but okay, I agree with that. Whatever. I just want to record this so I can make a video when I'm done. I don't care. All right, so trying to kind of yeah, I don't know, just at least this chainmail looks cool. You know. I leave it a little messy. I think it looks the best. Because then it kind of... There's this like... feel to it that makes it look more... like it could be skin. It's like the imperfections are what make it look good. Weird how that works. Yeah, I like this part right here. Go over it. Rid of some of this. I want it to look stuff. Alright, so I want to kind of have like a ridge that I have down the bottom. Part the grind and knees. I think I'm going to have something go down the whole thing like that. So it can kind of like look like it's a form of skin. Now it's starting to look cool. Yeah, I was too busy up there with having that extra piece. Now it looks pretty cool. Don't want it to be too busy. I mean, you want it to be busy to look at it, but not too busy to not look like it's something realistic. Do a little bit more on that ridge. Something to be sticking out just a little bit more. Yeah, more like that. Here, let's get you up there just a little bit more. Here, we're at the 54-minute mark here. We're gonna turn on a Death Star and put it for 60 minutes. I think we get another hour in here. The Death Star is ready to fire. Well, not ready. In 60 minutes. Do the back yet because I figured I was gonna squish it a bunch. Let me do in the front here. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Definitely turning out cool now. This edge to still have that natural-esque look it's got, but I feel it needs to be just a little bit farther apart. He's kind of stretching still. Just like what it's doing when I pop up a little bit of it. I think it's supposed to be a little bit higher out. Yeah, and then this edge. I'm gonna bring it in the lip on it like this, but I'm gonna squish the lip down, I think. Once I get like, 'cause that should be like something that slides up underneath the other piece of armor. And that also should have like a natural look still to it. Okay, so I got the look kind of, but now I need to squish it down some. Should we try it with a silicone maybe? Yeah, that might work. And then take this tool again. And then I'll squish them together a little bit. This. And since it was already pushing some down there. Just gonna go over that. Natural sandpaper. My finger's natural sandpaper. I think I got fingerprints right now. Okay, so I want this edge to still be here. Yeah, it looks so cool. I'm still debating if I want to put like the veins. Maybe on the upper part up here, maybe I'll put some of the veins, but I don't know yet. Hey, Social Mike, how's it going? Been digging this. Trying to get some more of this done here. Getting somewhere though. Just trying to get the right look I want, you know. Still want it to have like an armor feel, but a scale feel at the same time. Yeah, I seen that when you said you joined my Twitch. I kind of put two and two together. Thanks for joining anyway, or following me. I appreciate it. Gives me some more encouragement to want to get on here and do this some more. Still not quite used to the whole streaming thing. But it's one way to get some motivation though, you know. Thanks, man. Thanks. Just wanna get my art done and be motivated to do it. All of them. I did another mini guy. I baked them yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna do armor damage, but I want to like make the guy kind of more like perfect before I get it done. I want to kind of like scorch it and maybe have some gashes like claw marks in it or something. But I want it to be more uniform together if he has claw marks or gashes. I have the sword too that I like, but I'm thinking that I'm gonna redo it. I didn't want to put anything together until I had the upper body done. It is definitely coming along. Oh yeah, I did another little dude too yesterday. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like with this upper part, it's got some defects in it. Same with, I'm gonna use the little tips on these to put pitting in it, because it should be like dragon skin, so it should be like pitting or wear on it already. I made this little dude yesterday too, trying out see how cosplay works. I think I might end up making it into a hand for somebody. But thanks for the like on the fairy thing. That was like my first try on a mini. It's pretty cool. Like I might try to do a little bit more like actual trying it. Now that I made a little I refined my little tool to hold it with. I used some elastic string on it, and then it fits into some grooves. Kind of holds it nice. So I might end up bringing a little bit of clay with me to work one day. I'm just trying to see if I can do it. Definitely cool. Yeah, the cos clay is pretty cool. I really like it. I'm gonna buy some more of that the next time I buy my clay instead of Sculpty. Hope they get the firm though. I really want regular firm. I made the sword and the dagger with the cos clay, and as I was working with it, it really held the detail I was putting into it. So I want to say that it's actually not too bad. Now that it sits out a little bit too, it kind of dries. It's a rubber tacky feeling, so not so much as dry as Sculpty is, but yeah, it does feel like wax, especially even after you got something made and you kind of feel with it. Like afterwards, your hands have like a little bit more of a residue on them than you do from Sculpty. It's not a bad thing, but it's just different oil feeling, I guess. Okay, maybe I should put 2 grooves in it like this. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, that definitely makes the way you can work with things a lot better. Kind of why I like the Sculpty too. I actually like conditioning some and leaving it sit out and letting it get a little more firm. Cause I really like the firm feel of the firm, but it sometimes doesn't feel like it's firm enough. So the last stuff I got was like brand new in a package, like plastic packaging, so it didn't dry out at all. Or the other stuff I got was like in a paper package. So I'll dry it out. See if this will look too busy with 2 grooves on it going up on the sides on this part. Maybe none, and maybe on the side. I haven't tried sanding it yet, so I could just imagine. Like this little fairy chick. Yeah, I could see how. Oh, I guess like a rubber would be hard to sand anyways. You might want to think about that before it gets baked. Just a different order of process for everything with it, seems like. In a good way, though. I think I want it to be just over here. Little too much clay there. Yeah, I haven't baked the blades on those yet, so I won't be able to tell how it would be. I try to sculpt my damage and stuff into the blade though, like this one. Put like grooves in it and like gashes in it so that when I paint it, I can do that dry wash. I have some of that defects in it. Yeah, I figured the axe this guy is gonna have is gonna be like the quality thing, and the sword is like, I'm not using it to fight the dragon. This is just for me to carry for a weapon. The axe is gonna be like with a light in it, so it's gonna be like enchanted or something. Let me know if the music's a little too loud or not, because like I don't know exactly what it sounds like. Come on, get out of there. Yeah, it looks better like that. Maybe I'll do like the sharp edge on the blade with a little bit of sandpaper to kind of get it a little bit more like he's, give it a little more feel of it looking real. I could see that, I guess. Get rid of some of these. All right, man, I'll be here. I got 45 more minutes on my Death Star clock. You kind of have it kind of how it came up around the edges on this one, but I think I might end up putting a little scute center of it across the bottom. This. And then add another little one up above it. Push that all up. Oh, I like how I can just change my idea as I go. At least on this project. All right, see here. Oh, somebody was in here on my YouTube. Thank you, whoever's been in here. Yeah, so definitely is cool. I don't want to have too big of a scoot in here, but I still wanted to have one. But for some reason it just doesn't look right. Can't like just have that little bit of a groove there. See that? Yeah, that makes it look way better. Still come up just a little bit too. Like it scales. Like it could sit on top of each other too. Like, yeah. That looks so cool. Still curious if I should like connect them with like maybe like a little. See something here. Maybe this will be more onto the detail side of things, but just thinking maybe doing something like this. Take this little piece here, like put it in a spot like right here, and then tuck that up in there. And then cut this piece off and get out of there. I think that would make it look a little more realistic. Something like that. And then maybe take a little ball, put a little ball in it. Where'd the other one go? Oh, here it is. Something like that. I think that would be cool like that. Definitely. Little tiny details are what kind of give it its look. I think I'm gonna leave that there, and then we're going to finish another row on the bottom here. Oh. All right. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Go again. This on there just to kind of hold it in place. Coming together. So that's kind of what I want it to look like, but I don't know if it's exactly the way it's gonna. All right, there we go. Look at that. I'm gonna go up around this, bring these parts in a little tighter, because he is stretching his belly. Trying to keep some of that texture that's there. Don't want to lose it. All that hard work. Try to get a lip around this. It doesn't look uniformed. Yeah, look at that. Okay, spread this out just a little bit more. Trying to pretty much get the armor done because I want to do the head, and I'm worried about doing the head. So I have four balls of aluminum foil to start with. I think that might be tomorrow's job. I haven't decided yet. Mute the volume here for a second. All right. Well. don't know how I want to put this here. I think I might. Want to stick out just a little bit here in this corner. Yeah, that looks cool. Getting that look I want. Some of this down. Alright, so almost got the armor plating done. And go to the back and see what I want to do back there. I got all these tools, but I use pretty much the same ones all the time. I guess it's just a feel. It feels good, you know. Feels like the right tool to use, I use it. And if there may be another one. Yeah, that's about how I feel right now. Like I have like 4 tools and an X-Acto knife. But I have like 50 or maybe 25. It's like tools, you don't really have to make a difference with what you're using as long as they do what you need them to do. Okay, the front's almost done on this guy now. Do the back and then I'll start doing some weathering. Or pitting, I guess it would be. I really like what the pitting looks like on his legs. It's gonna look really cool when it's painted. Painting's gonna make it look so cool. You look at something so long and just gray. By the time you get to the painting part, you almost forgot what it all looked like. This isn't what I was looking for, but oh, it is what it. Just don't want to keep losing this piece. I was trying to do a test to see if the cosplay baked on, or if I had to glue it, or if I could use bacon bond on the spikes. So far, the ones I glued on have been staying. I haven't baked it yet. It's all gonna be when it gets baked, although. I want to bake them, but part of me is like, I just want to wait till I can get a little bit farther. Because I might, like, I want to put gashes in them and damage and stuff like that. Like, I know I can still do that damage and stuff. I know, glue it, I know. Yeah, but if the seam's so tiny, I don't really want to try to fill in a really tiny seam that I can't even get a tool in there, otherwise I make it look funny. Trial and error, I know. Eventually I'll be like, man, I should just listen to him. Told me a couple times now to do that. Don't like this spot right here. Just wasn't matching up with the other side there. It does turn out cool. So, still debating on putting like little latches on it, like this thing right here. I think it looks cool, but I almost should wait for the later step. I'm just gonna put another one on this one just to. does look cool. It's more of the adding the detail stage though. Does make it look like it's more believable with the little latches in there. What do you think? Think that looks cool like that? The little it's like be holding it together somehow, a leather strap or yeah, I think that looks cool like that. Soda's almost gone. I think I might need to go get another one. Yeah, where's this one? Oh, not that one. Where did I put that? Yeah, I actually got to look at some cool medieval armor at a Renaissance fair. A dude was like putting it on in front of us and stuff. Like it was super awesome. Had like a supposedly a squire or whatever there helping him do it. It looked like a pain in the ass, like totally a pain. It would suck so bad to be like that. But in a sculpting sense, I kind of just want stuff to be there for like aesthetics, you know, or like how animes have exaggerated stuff, like more character driven than actual using it driven. I like that ridge on the side there, the other side. And like rough edges look so cool with the light right here. All right, to the back. I'll check out that Shadyversity. I'll definitely check it out. Like I'm a YouTuber nut. I can just sit and watch stuff all day long for some reason. Doesn't matter what it is. Someday I might use the information. Right, you're probably the same way. Most people are that are into art. Okay, so I think the back. I have a feeling that the top part should go over his shoulders. Come down. Just last time it was a rough guess, and it worked out. So let's see here. I know I still gotta add his head and his neck. So I really don't want to put too much up here because his head's gotta get in there. Kinda good, I guess. That'll work for now. Let's get the sides. Backs should be overlapped because it's like he's being scrunched. I think what I'm gonna do is yeah, me too. I just started to not listen to stuff when I started streaming things. I'd like to just turn stuff on, have some of my own music like I could do right now, and just let that play and listen to other stuff. But if somebody's gonna be in here, I'd rather kind of try to communicate a little bit. I have just sat and recorded a couple times and wasn't thinking about streaming. So indifferent about it, I don't know yet. I think I want the whole thing to come down. Okay. It's not gonna be a cape. So kind of seeing if I want to put a it's just a trial here to see what might look like. Almost might do this with cosplay. Like that, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something like that. That looks cool. And then I can, yeah. But yeah, cool. I'll check that out for sure, man. Oh, this one's a little loud. Crap. Let me get something to drink. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Oh, piece of screen I was looking for. Right. Gotta get situated back in here again. Yeah, I have information, but I don't know how to share it. It's my problem. Like, I'd like to be a little more informative, but it seems more like I'd rather just do like time lapses of my stuff, maybe. That's why I pretty much just want to record it, because I can do time lapses and do short-term video for YouTube, like 15-minute ones or 8-minute ones. But still kind of working on that too, you know. Can really only do one thing at a time. Yeah, yeah. I agree. Still curious, like, how it holds up, because the stuff that I've done like this here is made with it, and it's good. I just stuck everything together. I didn't use any glue of any kind. The little pieces are pretty good. I could take this little piece of metal out, and it's still pretty rigid and flexible, you know. Makes me think about ways I can use it later on for other stuff. Yeah, I like the time-lapse thing. Like, my first video I made, I just took pictures of my Mandalorian guy I did, and then put them together, and then I actually made a video that is of this crystal piece right here. This crystal piece, the base part of it being made, and then I have the video of all the crystals being made. I'm trying to edit, but I just got caught up in sculpting. That's what it looks like when it's on. Pretty cool. It's part of this whole thing. Gonna be the back corner. But yeah, I figure I want to do like 8 to 10 minute time lapses of stuff. Maybe if it takes multiple parts to do one, like this guy here, I've already got 6 or 7 hours into him, so the time lapse would be really fast, and you won't be able to see anything. So you almost would have to want to split it up into parts. But I don't really know if people really watch it or not. At some point, somebody might. Kind of want to do the same thing I did with the front, but I don't know exactly how this cosplay will work, adding a groove to it. So I'm gonna like lay it out kind of the way I want it to sit on it, and then add the scutes I want to it. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that after I started doing that mini thing. I think maybe if I made some really little ones, it could be kind of neat. Just to add a little more depth to it. Yeah. Thanks, man, for the Mandalorian being awesome. Yeah, I wanted to do like a whole like maybe like a series of Mandalorians, like 5 or 6 of them, all different, like heavy, light, you know. Since Star Wars is like one of my favorites. But I thought maybe if I stayed with the same thing, I wasn't gonna progress. So I want to do more and learn more. Alright, so I got these things cut out here. I'm gonna go up the back, but I gotta kind of make them look like the front ones. Not too used to this cosplay. It works so much easier than the other stuff. I don't want to lose the thickness of the pieces I got for the base, but it turned out way easier than the other stuff. Wow. Still want to have like a, yeah, like a clan of Mandalorians. That'd be super cool. Yeah, I think that might be something I'm gonna do eventually. I have a friend that wants me to do the Mandalorian mythosaur skull on a crystal base and put like crystals all up around it. And that's actually probably the next thing I'm gonna do in between this stuff, because he's gonna give me like $80 to do it. So if I can get some money to make more stuff, I'm gonna do it. Cool, just to make a little extra money. Yeah, but I'm gonna do it with crystals in it, kind of like the crystal thing here. It's gonna be like, I don't know, like 8 inches tall or so, and the crystals will be all around it. I thought that had to have something other than just the skull. Well, he wants me to do him like a whole Mandalorian guy, and I told him, man, it's way too much right now. Like, it would cost me too much in time. He's like, I'll pay you, but I still don't want him to. And another friend wants me to do him one too. But I'm not skilled enough yet. And like, this is literally my second full sculpture ever, so. Yeah, I like how this cosplay works, but it would like just be a little bit more firm than what it is. I guess I can't be too picky about it. Yeah, first he wanted me to do like a Mandalorian bust, and I was like, dude, like, I could, but I don't know if we want to pay, you know, like, it takes so much time. Yeah, I thought about Fiverr too, but like, I guess, you know, if you don't put yourself out there, you're never gonna do it, right? Kind of like me streaming. Like, if I don't stream, do it, I'm not gonna do it, you know? And in reality, why does it matter? I don't know anybody out there, you know? I just would like to keep on being able to do my art, that's all. You're probably the same way. You can keep doing it, and maybe eventually you can do it as a job. Not saying that's what you want to do, but you can make extra money, especially like Fiverr and stuff like that. Yeah, I like how this stuff works, but it just seems so soft. It reminds me of using Sculpty regular original in some ways. Is that good? Oh, my timer went off. Wow, I can't believe how fast my time went this morning. 2 hours that quick. Wow. See why people can get into streaming. Yeah, prop making would be awesome. I actually have made a couple like wands and a couple costumes and stuff, but props would be super awesome to make. At one time I was looking into trying to do that for a job. Yeah, right. 2 hours went fast. This is crazy. I want to get this back at least done. Hate how Mondays creep on you. You gotta work on Monday. Dang it. At least it's not till 10 o'clock tonight. So. Plus, I took a little nap earlier, so that might help me out a little bit today. Yeah. Definitely turning out cool. Kind of don't want to skimp out these pieces here. Oh, cool, man. You want to be a surgeon? That's awesome. That's super awesome. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I was 16. Yeah, I just drive a forklift and do this. If I could do this, like art stuff, I would totally do it. I think that's kind of the reason why I wanted to start streaming, but I really just want to document my stuff so I can remember it. But dude, that's awesome. Doing the minis probably makes your fingers have really good dexterity, especially if you want to be a surgeon. It's a lot of work to do that. Yeah, it is a good thing indicator. You'd be a good surgeon though if your handwriting's good. I had a surgeon that had really good handwriting, so doctors, no, I can never read their handwriting. But a surgeon, I read theirs a couple times. So you do kind of got that going for you. That's funny. So I think I want to put veins on this stuff like it did the legs. I think it would look cool with that on it. But I think I want to see more what it looks like before I decide. It's hard to make a decision. My dream job, I really never really thought about a dream job. But if I was to choose something, that would be what I really wanted to do. I wanted to get into 3D animation really bad. But I guess it would probably be like filmmaking, like props or something like that, or stop motion is what my dream job would be. But I like sewing and like making things, so I would like to make props. I think that'd be cool. I thought about it a couple times going to school, but I just never had enough ambition to go to school for it. Yeah, I actually learned quite a bit in Blender. That's what got me into 3D art was Blender actually like 10 years ago. And the music we're listening to is actually partially because of me playing around with Blender. I played around with Blender and I wanted to make my own music for videos, and so I bought Machine, and then Blender kept on updating and upgrading, and I couldn't keep up, and then I kind of just stepped away from it for a little bit. I still want to learn it. Wouldn't mind making a little short film. Yeah, for sure. Definitely was good skills. I can still do quite a bit of stuff in it. Like I made a little short storyboard that was like some spaceships fighting and landing in a dock on a spaceship, and it ended up being like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I put like 50 or so hours into it, maybe 60 hours into it. It was all pretty much just rough models, but it still had audio and different stuff to it. It was pretty cool. That was like close to 10 years ago now. So I still wouldn't mind trying it, or getting into it again. I like the way some of that looks on here. I like how Blender now has like a release version that's like finished for people to use for production, where before they didn't have that. I can't remember if it's like SLT or TL something, or I can't remember exactly what it is, but that's better because they have like a finished version that you can just use as a finished version instead of it just being updated all the time. I actually did some video editing on my first video I made for YouTube with using Blender as a picture editor for JPEGs. I also play around with GIMP too for video editing, or not for picture editing, because I'm too cheap to pay for Photoshop. Can't see paying for a subscription to something. Yeah, I really like Blender though. The whole like philosophy of the whole thing is awesome. I've actually been following them for a long time. Almost since I've had a computer. And probably since like 2002, 2003. Because I played around with Unreal Engine a little bit and made some maps, and I wanted to make my own assets for it, and that was one of the things that always came up to use. Blender. Yeah, I think that looks cool. That looks cool. Sure. The only song I have out of all the songs I've done that has my voice in it. Yeah, JPEGs do suck. Yeah. But you can use other stuff, though, other file formats than JPEG. I can't remember what the other one. Where are most of my pictures here? See your profile pictures. Yeah, I don't know. I just try to use whatever works. Like, I think maybe if I was to get into actually like making a film or something, I would think about a little bit better compression and different video style or formats and stuff, but I'm not digging too far into that quite yet, so too many things going on in my head already. Think. I don't know how. I don't want to go past the armor side. That's cool. The back turned out way better than the front. Gonna blend them two together. The other way, 'cause the stairs I got the other day, mine goes on astray. I don't give a fuck anyway. That looks so cool. I think I need to have that go up just a little bit farther. Yeah, I think it would be a prop maker or stop motion film sculptor. That's probably what I would want to be for a dream job. There'd probably be things that I would feel like I wasn't actually working, or I would actually wouldn't mind making like Puppets. Puppeteering would be cool. I made puppets a couple times in high school. That was pretty fun. I guess my dream job would be something I don't feel like I'm working. But I kind of figured, you know, if I want to do those things, I could just learn them on my own and just do it for fun and have a hobby. I have a couple ideas for a little short film I want to do at some point that I'll end up probably making a stop motion with. Oh, I just had the camera facing the wrong spot that whole time. Like, I literally put this whole back on him. I'm a moron. Put that whole back on him, and I didn't have it on the camera. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it or not. It looks pretty cool. Till I'm not a streamer. Working on it. Working on it. That's for sure. Cool, man. Yeah, I had it facing down. Thanks for coming in here, though, man. Appreciate it. Big time. Gives me more encouragement to keep on doing this. Yeah, me too. I found a couple of them I watch all the time, but it seems like then I'm not working on mine. Yeah. Do enjoy seeing the progress people make, you know. Oh, thanks, man. Trying to keep it fun, trying to figure out my groove, you know. I do enjoy the art, and if other people can see it and get some sort of enjoyment to where they want to do it, I feel that that's a good mission, you know. I always like seeing everybody else's art whenever I'm in that Discord, so I can share my stuff a little bit, you know. Just get so amazed by how people's art is. Wow, I went through all the songs on my list. Yeah, some people's art is just so awesome. Blows you away. Let's see here. Get you the better view to work on this spot right there. Yeah, it is a lot like wax. He's looking so cool. I can't believe how far he's come along in the last week. I'm glad I picked 10 inches. 10 inches is a good size. I don't think I want to do any bigger than this. My other guy was a little bigger, and it seems like I can do the detail I want, but then I still have like it small enough still, not be too overbearing. How much is there? All right, I'll do that. I just didn't want to spam it, you know, cause like it's not my Discord. You know what I mean? But I'll do that next time just to see. Maybe I'll get a couple more people to come to my room. Thanks for your advice, man. Sure. This is definitely awesome as you get going and you can kind of see your idea come out. And like doing the minis, you can see it a lot quicker because it's like right there. It's just, it was so cool doing that. Like it made me give me a little better perspective on what I'm doing here. It's kind of why I was doing that the other day. You can get overwhelmed sometimes with what you're working on. Cool, man. Cool. I'll definitely do that. And everybody's been so helpful and nice in there too. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to be like spamming myself, because I've come to like a lot of people that are in there that have helped out with a lot of information. Even if it's just minor things, you know. Yeah, me too. Clay makes, right? That's like one of my reasons why I actually started sculpting. I seen some of the stuff that he was doing and it just blew me away, and then I finally had enough nerve to start working on something that was bigger, and that was how I did the Mandalorian guy. And then he started streaming a few months ago, and I was actually off work. I got injured my pelvic floor muscle, so I couldn't sit at work on my forklift. So I was off work for like 4 months, and I got in a couple streams with him and listened to his streams, and it made me really want to like be part of like more, because he was in there communicating with everybody. Like it was like everybody was hanging out, and just gave me a different perspective on it. And then that was when I decided I want to start streaming, and he hadn't streamed for a long time, and I was like, I decided to start streaming, and kind of like it's where I am right now. Like I tried telling him a couple times how much he's inspired me, because definitely it's nice to find people that can do that. No matter their age, no matter whatever, like it comes from everywhere. Like it's so nice. Like yeah, I've never really been want to put myself out there, so this is like a big deal for me. Like definitely a big deal. Like it's just keeping myself sitting at home. I kind of need to get this spot right there to look a little better. I got it over there. Sometimes you just want to try to make it match the other side, right? So far, I like how the two blend together. Like the way I was able to blend the cosplay into the super sculpty. Curious what it's like when it bakes, when it's blended together like that. Yeah, symmetry's so hard. Like usually that's why I like cut stuff apart and do them separate right next to each other, and I can kind of like get a good feeling for it. But sometimes you just gotta go by eye, and if you go by eye, you can kind of get it close, and then the person isn't gonna look at it for hours on end. They aren't gonna see it because like the amount that you're off from looking at it is only a little bit. Yeah, armor is one of those things, man. It's so hard to do like symmetrical, especially if you got like your guy, like this guy here. He's standing with his arms pulling the axe back, and he's like getting ready to chop. So he's like, his stomach is stretched out, his back is like scrunched up, his legs are set in two different positions. Like, you got kind of a lot to go for when you're trying to figure it out to have it look correct, you know? I think I'm kind of getting the almost the correct look to it, but definitely not a professional. But as it comes together, you start to like, man, it really starts to look good. Still can't believe how much I got done today. Whole chest plate. I think I'm gonna just this. That's the wrong one. All right, gonna put another one of those button things on there. Right here, though. Yeah, let's see this. I want it to flip over. There we go. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, for sure. Like, you just bring up one little issue you're having, and all of a sudden, you got like 2 or 3 people eventually that can answer you, and then you end up talking about a few other things that you need help on, and you help somebody else out with something. It just keeps on cascading. It's nice. I like that. The people that are in there have all been really good. It's not very active, but even though it's not, the people that are in there have been all decent to each other. Good constructive criticism. I like that too. See, now when I get to put this. Yeah, I mean it is pretty reasonably active, but I'm just saying like you can get in there and you know that it's not like a gazillion people that are like flooding it, and you can't get 2 sentences out in, you know? Like some Discords are so full of people you can never even get into them. So he's gonna have that on there, and then this sword. But I want this to go up here so I can get my chain, because I'm gonna do like a braided belt that's gonna go around it. That's why I use this cosplay, because I want to be able to still prop this up before I get it on it, so I can have it underneath it. So I want it to be up in there. I already kind of had a belt on it, but I realized that I didn't have enough room for the armor to get put on. And then I have a little like sigil thing I made for his belt. I figure like the crystals and a crystal thing on his belt isn't too much, I don't think. Pretty cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like putting all the little extra details is what when I start getting into making the guy, like the little took the groin piece. They weren't connected, but I made like a plate in there. I put little rivets in it. In the back too. I just think the little details are like what set it all off. That's why when you're doing the minis, man, I've seen some of that stuff and it's like, wow, man, like even the little tiny details you can get into it, totally make it. Like totally make it, you know? It's just so cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be done here. Oh, thanks. Yeah, like definitely is. Can't wait to paint it. It's gonna be so cool when I paint it. I don't know if the veins are too much on the things, but it does make it look cool. I'm gonna be trying to do it in the morning, like the time I was today. I want to try to get on at like 9 in the morning my time. 9 to noon is my been trying to schedule it too. So I don't know. You're over in the Netherlands, right? I know right now it's 1:20 here. So it's like 8 o'clock for you right now. So 8 1 like 5 o'clock for you, I think it would be 4, no 4, around 4, like 4 hours ago was when I went on stream. It's usually around 9 for me, so I think 4 hours ago would be like 1600, so like 4 in between, like 3 and 4 is my set schedule. Kind of I've been trying to do it in between 9 and 10 when I start, because I have like a dog and I get down work at 6 in the morning. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. Like if I can get enough dedication to do it every day, I want to do it every day. Really gets me farther on my stuff. Makes it makes you really have like a goal then too, Yeah. So it was like 2 2 hours ago? 3. So it's like 8:20. Yeah, probably about that time. In between 5 and 6 for you is what I'm gonna get on. Once I figure it out, I'll like set up the schedule thing on Twitch so I know like the hours will be on it. I haven't like dabbled too much into like how the profile stuff works. I honestly didn't know how long I was gonna stream for, if anybody was even gonna come and watch, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna put a little message in Discord tomorrow, and I'm gonna get out of here right now. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to work. But it's been fun, man. I appreciate you coming by.